Let's see if this thing's on real quick. Yes, we are streaming and we are live. How are we doing, everyone? That is wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. It is, let's see. It is Friday, June 16th, 3:22 p.m. Today, here at Dividend Stock Talk, we're going to go over the weekly options. Actually, they are monthly options today because it is the third Friday. See, 1, 2, 3. Third Friday of the month, and monthly options expire today. So, interesting enough, let's jump in, take a look at what we're looking at. I didn't see very many option plays this week, so we didn't do very much. We did carry over Halliburton from last week, and that's what we're going to take a look at today. There's Halliburton, HAL. Now, Halliburton starts the year between 42 and 46. It travels that way for about 3 or 4 months. Slowly moves up to the 49 area, jumps up to a high for the year of 58, somewhere back to the end of January, and since then she's been dropping. She settled into a trading range of where are we? We're at 44 to 47, and we just so happen to have 3 down days in a row. Now, that makes me very uncomfortable and very unhappy because we were looking at the seasonality. Quickly check the seasonality on here. This thing is, hypothetically speaking, supposed to be going up. See, here we are, right here. Oops. Okay, we started out the week here. See the red? Dip a little bit, and they come up by Friday. What happened? She went up a little bit, and then she dropped. And here we are at Friday, the big drop. And that doesn't make me a happy camper at all. You want to know why? I'm going to show you why in about 2 seconds. Bring that back up to standard. Here's where we are. This is where we were on Monday. 45. I can deal with 45. Okay? I can. All right. Let's check out the positions that we're looking at. Okay, we have 5,000 stocks at 5,000 shares at 45. Great. So we sold the 45 and a halves, and we brought in $2,400. Great. That's our money. We get to keep that. Then what we did is we sold the 43 and a half. We bought the 43 and a half, 44 calls. So we made money on that one because you see we're still above 44. Okay, so we made money there, and it was going up so well right here on Tuesday, that we went, oops, let's get back to where we were. All right, we were going so well on Tuesday. Look at that, 45.85 she closed. She hit a high of 46.16. So what we did is we made a leap of faith and we bought the 45 and a halves, 45s. All right, so as it stands at this moment in time, we still own the 45 stocks. I mean the Halliburton 5,000 shares at 45. We still own those come Monday. We made it $2,400. Great, thank you very much. We profited on this one, the 43 and a half, the 44. That spread, we made money there. Okay, what was it, like $3,000 or $4,000, something like that. Now the 44, 45, we lost that, and I don't mind really losing it because it's going to be kind of a wash. All right, see this option play here is going to wipe out this option play here. So we made 3,000 there, we lost 3,000 there. Okay. However, considering if it stays above 44, we will make the $2,400 right there for this. So we're only up $2,400 this week. All right, so I can deal with that one. So we're going to let Halliburton go and just keep collecting that money. Now the other one we did was Verizon. Those were the only 2 decent plays we saw this week. Don't get me wrong, that was a lot of plays. However, they just weren't profitable enough. 25%, and that's a lot of risk for 25%. I mean, you're thinking 25% for a couple of days? Yeah, but the risk was too great, and I didn't want it. It wasn't enough profit there. I like to go 30 or 45%. That's the place I usually like. Okay, so here's Verizon. Verizon starts the year out at 52, makes the high of the year about a month later at 56, makes a drop all the way down to 46. That's a $10 drop, which is what? Almost a 20% drop. Guess you got your Fibonacci retracement. that worked. Back up to 54. Then you get a Fibonacci down, tracement back down again to 47. Back up again for more profit taking. Back down. Here we go. And we are settled in at the 46 area. Now, what are we looking at for Verizon? We got the 46.5, 47. So we're at 46.5. Now we could buy the 47s and have to buy 5,000 shares of Verizon, but I don't think we have enough money to do that. Let's quickly check. Let's quickly take a look at 5,000 shares. And how much is 5,000 shares going to cost us? Nope, we ain't got enough money. So we're going to have to lose money on Verizon. So it looks like we have a total loss for this week. Okay, so the Verizon shares, the 50 contracts, we sold the 46.5 and the 47s. The 46.5s are only worth 5 cents at the moment, so it's not really worth buying back the 47s and trying to sell the 46.5s. That's not even worth our effort, so we're not even going to do that. However, yeah, we lost. So it looks like it's a break even this week, okay? Because we lost money on Verizon, and we had the 3 positions on Halliburton. Okay, the stocks, we're not worried about those. And the option call, we profited on the option call, made money on the first spread, lost money on the second spread. So that's kind of a wash. Okay, one set washes off the other set. Okay, we're not worried about the stocks because we're going to turn around next week and sell the covered calls again. But we made $2,400 with Halliburton this week. So we're up $2,400, right? Now, let's go to Verizon. 50 contracts, 46.5, 47. Losing money on Verizon, it's going to cost us close to $1,000, a little over $1,000. So we're out of the money on Verizon. So this week, my fellow friends, is a wash. Didn't make any money, didn't lose any money. I hate when that happens. So we have 1 week left to go, I believe. Nope, 2 weeks left to go to get us back up over 50%. See, right now we're at 45. So we need this puppy to come back up over 50% to give us the possibility of making triple digits this year. All right, there's not really much to go after, so I'm going to quickly take a look and see if there's any questions. And if there are, I can answer them real quick. Ooh, I live in Canada, having a hard time to set up the dividend the way you showed on your video. Do you have a clear video on this? Actually, believe it or not, I do. I could go over to it really quick, and it would be better if you sent me a private message right to the 10minutetrader.com or the 10minutetrader at gmail.com. That way I can answer that question directly and make you a quick little video or point you to the video that we already have for that. Because depending on what you want to do, if you want to set it up just for a trigger trade, that is relatively simple. We just go to our trades, put in any one. Oh, put Verizon, that works. Let's get out of here. Delete that. Okay, so put in anyone. Let's put in IBM just for the fun of it. IBM, enter. All right, this is what we're looking at. Now, to set it up the proper way for the set it and forget it using the trigger trade, you want to just click buy button. So here you get the buy, right? You want to bring your cursor down here where it says advanced orders. I'm going to come over here and we're going to first triggers sequence. Click on that. And then we want to click here on the buy signal and create a duplicate, an opposite order. Okay? So you have buy and sell. Okay, the exact same thing. 100, 100. See, it says positive 100 and negative 100. So you're buying 100 IBM and you're selling 100 IBM. Okay? Now, bring your cursor over to here, click on manual, hit trigger. Now, you're going to have to decide for yourself what amount and how you want the trigger to be triggered. If you want just for the dollar amount, that would be this one right here. It says plus or minus. And you can put in any amount you want. If you want to put in the dividend amount, find out what the dividend amount is. Well, let's say the dividend is 50 cents. It's 0.50. Okay? Now that's just for the dividend. And you want this to either a market order or a limit order. And whatever it fills at, it's going to automatically create the second order to add 50 cents to whatever you purchased the stock at. So this is a market order, this is a limit order, this is a day order, this down here is going to be good till cancel, an extended time. That means you can do it, it can sell during pre-hours and it can sell after hours. Okay, so that's what that order looks like. Now, if you want to use percentage-wise, your trigger to be percentage-wise, just click on here. See, that is a point move, like 1 point, 2 point, 3 point. And this is percentage-wise. 1% higher than what you paid for it, 1% lower than what you paid for it, 2% higher, 2% lower. So depending on what you want your trigger to be, if you want it to be a percentage of the stock, or if you want it to be a dollar amount, or if you want it to be an increment. So I just use it either one or two, either the percentage for dividends on steroids. I use 2.5% for the dividends on steroids. And for dividend capturing, I just use what the dividend is. So I find out what the dividend is. Okay, you got 26 companies here. Let's slide this up. Okay, AMT has a 64-cent dividend. APH has a 16-cent dividend, so on and so forth. Okay, so whatever the dividend is, click back here, and there you go, dollar amount. I don't ever chase dividends that are less than 10 cents because it's not worth my time and effort. Let's say it's a 35-cent dividend, 0.35. There you go. So whatever it fills at, the system's going to automatically add 35 cents and then create your sell order. And trust me, they can happen instantaneously. The fastest trade I've ever done was 6 seconds. I did my order the night before. The market opened. And I automatically got filled for the first order. And then within 6 seconds, my sell order came out with my profit already there. Okay, so once you get here, you want to go to this little clipboard. Okay, click on that. Whoops. Or is it this one? This one right here? Yeah, there you go. This is your custom template. Now you want to put in here any name or number or whatever. Let's say a dividend trade. And then hit save. Okay. Now, I don't want to buy IBM, so let's get out of there. Now, what you want to do, just to see if it worked, is you take your cursor up to the ask. Right click. Come over to buy custom. Slide down dividend trade. That's the one I just did just now. Click on that, and it automatically fills for you. What you want to do now is enter the amount of shares you want. However many shares you want to buy, make sure it's even. 1,100 shares buying. Make sure it's a 1,100 shares selling. Okay? Now, market price or limit price, whatever you want. I always use market price because I am a lazy trader. I am. If you want to get a better fill price, great, fine. Put a better fill price in there. But I usually do market, and then I put in whatever the dividend is. If the dividend is 65 cents, I put 65 cents in. Then I create a trade, confirm the trade, and then I reread it to make sure everything's right. The very first one should be buy 1100 IBM at the market to open. And then as soon as it fills, we're going to automatically sell 1100 IBM triggered plus 35 cents limit good till cancel extended triggered by order number 1. It sounds confusing, but what it basically means is once you are filled at whatever price you are filled at, the computer is going to automatically add this amount here, this triggered 35 cents. It's going to add it and create a new sell order. And it's almost instantaneous, and you cannot type as fast as the computer can process it. Okay, so if I hit enter now, it's going to buy 1100 shares of IBM, and then it's going to instantaneously create a sell order for 35 cents more than what I paid for it. And then considering it's saved, I don't have to worry about it ever again. See, cancel here. Right, anytime I want to do it, right click, buy custom, dividend trade, and there it is. Okay, I hope that answers the question. Let me quickly go check. All right, no more questions. So with that being said, let me get out of here because I do not need to buy anymore. Back to monitor. So we're at 46.9 and Verizon's at 46.50. Great, because I believe we do have the 46 spread, right? 46 and a half, 47, yes, we're losing money on that one. Okay, so let's look up Halliburton, HAL, 44.24, awesome, Halliburton. Let's quickly take a look at that before we're out of here for the day. Okay, so, all right, 45. That's good, just to leave that one alone because we still own the shares. This is going to expire worthless, the 45.5 call. Covered call. That's it. This is the covered call one, the 45.5. Now, it's not at 45.5, so whoever gave me all that money is SOL. Now, the other spread, the 43.5, 44, we made money on that one. 44.5, 45, we lost money on that one. So, we're basically done. This is James signing out from Dividend Stock Talk, where we invest in dividends. And let's bring this one down to, here we go. Dividend Stock Talk, where we invest in dividend stocks for monthly and weekly cash flow. Doesn't always work out for us, but granted, most of the time it does. We're up 50% this year, or close to 50% this year. And we're looking for triple digits this year. So cross your fingers, hope we get there. If you guys like the video, great, let me know. Anything we can do to improve it, let me know that too. Share it with your friends. Hey, look, this is interesting stuff. It is pretty cool. Anyway, any questions you got, anything you need, let me know. Send me a private message, and I will answer it as best I possibly can, as soon as I possibly can. This is James signing out from Dividend Stock Talk.